we've been decorating the house now. It's been over 30 years. I start in October because I like to do it when it's a little warmer. I'm not really a cold person.
Well, we had to put a shed in our backyard to hold all the decorations because they were in our house, in our closets, in our basement, and it got to be a little bit too much to handle.
Yes, we have the nativity scene. We've had that, over 30 years. So it's kind of nice to bring that out.
We had 9 reindeer, now we got 10.
And then we add new stuff. Every so many years we'll find something that we like.
Bring them in the house, we take them in the basement, I put them together. He helps a little bit to put them together, but he does the lights.
I like a lot of stuff that moves. I've got 3 different light shows going on. I've got the icicles that do a light show, and then I got a white light show that goes around the poles and the manger scene, and then I got a colored light show that goes around the whole house.
The Santa Claus that you see in the red sled is over 50 years old. It belonged to his mom, who originally started Christmas decorations, and that we took over to continue doing.
I like my red bow, and I like my blue tree. Those are my favorites.
The Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse are 2 of our favorites. They're in the middle of the carriage and the castle that you'll see. Basically just all the little decorations that we like to do.
Andy Z here with a Greenbelt Minute.
Stonefish is what you don't see coming that can drastically change your life.
It's asking people what their reaction would be if they found out that someone they loved was capable of something evil.
This is about people who really don't communicate with each other the way they should.
And how much you can forgive, how much you should forgive, and how much forgiveness has to be A, desired, and B, earned.
This is one of those plays that I think does what theater should do, which is spark a conversation or make you go home and pick up the phone and call somebody and say, I needed to tell you that I loved you.
Stonefish at the Greenbelt Arts Center, January 11, 12, 18, and 19 at 8 p.m. Matinees on the 13th and the 20th at 2 p.m. Visit greenbeltartscenter.org or call the box office at 301-441-8770.
Hi, and welcome to another What's Coming Up Next at the Old Greenbelt Theater. As you can see, Kelly is back, and we're going to talk about what's coming up next for this week, all the way through the end of the holiday season. So Kelly, let us know what's coming up.
Yeah, we've got a great one for you. We're bringing you Mary, Queen of Scots for the holiday. I could not be more excited about this. It's 2 of my favorite actresses, Saoirse Ronan, Margot Robbie. They're such dynamos, and they're playing opposite each other. Saoirse Ronan plays Mary, Queen of Scots, and Margot Robbie is playing Queen Elizabeth. Just such iconic roles from amazing actresses. And it's just taking this look at history from the lens of these women rulers and what did it really mean to be a woman ruler at that time. And so it's a real interesting kind of almost feminist take on the history, and they take some liberties to kind of look at that, but just a great.
So not just a historical retelling.
Right. It's not just a historical retelling. It's really looking at the respect these 2 women had for each other and the sympathy they had for one another in this really unique position they were both placed in that unfortunately placed them as rivals.
Sounds really, really interesting. I'm excited to see that one.
Yes, it's going to be great. And I mean, I think we're going to see a really different side of both of these actresses as they take on these roles.
Right, yeah, they've got to embody whole new people that I don't think I've seen either of them do something like this before.
Yeah, it's going to be, it's pretty epic. It's great, yeah.
And so what else is coming up?
So on Christmas Eve, December 24th, we're doing a special snow edition of our Storytime on Screen. So it's free to families. It's at 10:30 in the morning on December 24th. So if you're looking for something fun to do that day, come on down. We'll read some books and show a short film.
So if it's the snow edition, is it because you're hoping for snow, or is it what the movie's going to be about?
I would love to have a white Christmas, but yes, we're going to show all of this stuff is going to be kind of about snow
related. Very
yes,
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's all that's coming up, right? Did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Yeah, if folks keep an eye on our Facebook page or sign up for our mailing list for our emails, we're getting ready to put together our spring series. So our Monday matinees, Stage on Screen, Family Series, all of that are in the works right now. Our main run films for 2019 are in the works. Oscar season and all the award seasons are still heating up, so we've got a lot of great stuff coming at you. So you can sign up for our email list by going to the bottom of any page on our website, and that's greenbelttheater.org, or you can private message us through Facebook and let me know to add you to our email list, and then you're the first to get the scoop on what's coming next.
And did you say you have a running list of all the films that are going to be
We
nominated?
do. We're going to be putting out a list of all the films that have been nominated that we've either brought to you or that we're hoping to bring to you. So you can get that by signing up for our email list. And we're just really trying to cycle through all of the best that this season has to offer. Yeah.
Glad to hear it. And that brings us to a close on what's coming up for the end of the holiday season. So thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you on the next one.
England does not look so different from Scotland.
Aye, they are sisters.
Queen Elizabeth, your cousin Mary has returned to take up her throne in Scotland.
The Queen!
My dear cousin Elizabeth, I hope we might meet in person, that I might embrace you. But ruling side by side, we must do so in harmony, not through a treaty drafted by men lesser than ourselves.
My dear cousin, let our nations cherish each other as we would, two kingdoms united.
How did the world come to this?
Wise men servicing the whims of women.
Mary is our foe. We must never bow to her as we bow before you.
You have the boldness to doubt my judgment. She is only your queen if I should not produce an heir.
What is it like to have a man? With heaven's blessing, we bring an heir to Scotland and to England.
It is a clear provocation. We must make war in Scotland.
So put your skills to use.
Do not play into their hands. Our hatred is precisely what they hope for. I know your heart has more within it than the men who counsel you.
You would do well to watch your words.
I will not be scolded by my inferior.
Your inferior.
Are you afraid, Henry?
No.
Good. Because our swords are not just for show.
We have a scourge upon our land. 'Tis a woman with a crown.
Your beauty, your bravery. Now I see there is no cause for envy. Your gifts will be your downfall.
Should you murder me, remember you murder your sister. And you murder your queen.
You're watching GATE, Greenbelt Access Television. Verizon Fios, Channel 19, Comcast, Channel 77. Happy holidays.
Ho, 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 ho.
On a late November Sunday afternoon, friends and Greenbelters filled the American Legion Hall.
We're here in memory of my son Michael, who took his life on October 31st of 2016. And in his memory, we set up a foundation to be able to help other people that suffer from mental illness.
Michael's mom, Teresa Maxwell, remembers what it was like trying to find help when her son needed it the most.
I called approximately 75 doctors in the area, and nobody would see him because he's a new patient. We found out from a doctor in Bowie that there is in an emergency room at University of Maryland Hospital in Baltimore that would see him, and they did see him, and my family went up there with him, and they were able to give him medication for 7 days, but they were able to get an appointment with the doctor right away. And it shouldn't be like that. If you're struggling and you need help, you shouldn't have to wait 2 weeks to get help.
Much of Michael Maxwell's depression was invisible to friends and family, but the internal struggle was both fierce and real.
We knew he had problems. We knew that he had bad moments, but none of us ever knew how bad it was.
The day before, he was fine. The next day, he needed help, and we couldn't get it for him.
And something happened, and we have no idea what happened. We'll never know what happened. We just know that after that, our lives changed.
Now Teresa Maxwell and her friend Lisa Ely have a mission to get the word out. There is no shame in acknowledging depression and seeking help.
There's so many people that suffer from it, but nobody wants to admit it. Nobody wants to talk about it.
Even if we can just help one person get through their struggles, that's what it's about.
It can happen to anybody. It could be somebody standing next to you.
Andy Z here with the Greenbelt Minute.
GAVA GATE Animation. Animation created by kids.
Since 1998, the Greenbelt Association for the Visual Arts, GAVA, and Greenbelt Access Television, GATE, have offered GAVA GATE animation classes for youth 10 and above. Our shorts have screened at more than 80 film festivals worldwide and have garnered many Youth Filmmaker Awards. Winter classes start in January 2019. Contact Mr. Geo, George Koschel, GATE's animation facilitator, for more information.
I've had feelings of anxiety and depression for most of my adult life. But when I suffered a panic attack and had thoughts of suicide this past spring, I knew I was in trouble and needed professional help. I'm sharing my story because I want to be a voice for those who may be struggling. You don't have to hit rock bottom before you reach out for help. I'm grateful to Greenbelt Cares for giving me the help that I need. Greenbelt Cares can be reached at 301-345-6660. The Prince George's County Crisis Hotline is 301-429-2185. So please reach out for help and get the help that you need and deserve, because your life matters too.
A week before Thanksgiving, the forecast called for mostly rain, but an inch of snow and sleet fell on Greenbelt. Later that day, 6 inches would fall on New York City, strangling evening rush hour. You're watching GATE, Greenbelt Access Television. Fios Channel 19, Comcast Channel 77.
Today, we bring you the first part of our global broadcast exclusive conversation.
The streets of Tahrir have once again been filled. People are chanting against Shafiq, they're chanting against the government.
Key issues here at the United Nations Climate Change Conference remain unresolved, including the future of the Kyoto Protocol.
The forests of central India and the protesters in Wall Street are connected by a big pipeline.
Kenneth Chamberlain, the 68-year-old veteran, fatally shot by police in his own home.
He was proud to be a Marine.
At every block, police are saying to the protesters to move further and further away.
I'm Amy Goodman.
And I'm Juan Gonzalez.
And those are some of the headlines. This is Democracy Now!
Democracy Now! Plays on Gate at 7 p.m. every weekday and repeats at 10 p.m., midnight, and 8 a.m. Greenbelt Access Television, Comcast 77, Verizon 19. Have any comments or questions? Please contact us at greenbeltaccess@gmail.com or give us a call at 301-507-6581.
You're watching GATE, Greenbelt Access Television. Verizon Fios, Channel 19, Comcast, Channel 77. Happy holidays.